Hey, welcome back. Previously in video 1 of class 2, we learned how to use data structures and learned some Python jargon, such as mutable, immutable, square brackets, curly brackets, and round brackets. We then introduced lists, tuples, sets, and dictionaries. In this second video of class 2, we will be covering lists, tuples, sets, and dictionaries in more detail. We'll also be doing some code examples in Jupyter Notebooks. If you don't have Jupyter Notebooks, click the blue professor next to TWTC and pick the video called How to Install Anaconda. It's completely free and it comes with Jupyter Notebooks. Watch to the end of the video to learn how to get access to test what you learned with our multiple choice exams. If learning Python is your goal, to get that coveted 100K job, then I highly recommend you subscribe to the channel right now because I post videos just like this one, if not even better, every single week here on the channel. And if you're not subscribed, YouTube will not show them to you. So just go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. It's completely free and you can always change your mind. Now, let's get back into the second part of class 2. Common data structures in Python. List and its properties, tuples and its immutability, sets and its uniqueness, dictionaries and its key value pairs. Here are some examples of lists, tuples, sets, and dictionaries. In class 1, we went over basic built-in data types, which included integers, floats, strings, and booleans. A list is a versatile and mutable data structure that allows storing a collection of items. Lists are ordered and can contain elements of different data types. They are denoted by square brackets, and elements are separated by commas. Lists offer various methods for adding, removing, and manipulating elements, as well as indexing and slicing operations. Lists allows for duplicates. Tuples are similar to lists, but are immutable, meaning their elements cannot be modified once defined. Tuples are denoted by parentheses or simply by comma-separated values. They are often used to represent fixed conditions of items or as a way to ensure data integrity. Tuples allow for duplicate members. Set. A set is an unordered collection of unique elements. Sets do not allow duplicate values and can be modified using various set operations such as a union, intersection, and difference. Sets are defined by using curly braces or the set constructor. Sets are unique elements, so they do not allow duplicates. Dictionaries are key value pairs that allow storing and accessing data based on unique keys. Each element in a dictionary consists of a key value pair, where the key is used to access the associated value. Dictionaries are denoted by curly braces, and key value pairs are separated by colons. Lists. A list is a versatile and mutable data structure that allows storing a collection of items. Lists are ordered and contain elements of different data types. They are denoted by square brackets, and elements are separated by commas. Lists often offer various methods for adding, removing, and manipulating elements, as well as indexing and slicing operations. Lists are one of 4 built-in data types in Python used to store collections of data. The other 3 are tuples, sets, and dictionaries, all with different qualities and usages. Lists are created using square brackets. You can change items in a list. Let's ask some questions. Can you change items in a list designated by square brackets? Yes, you can, because they are mutable, which means you can change them. Question number 2. Python calls this feature to be able to change values in a list immutable or mutable? The answer is mutable. Mutable means you can change values in a list. What are examples in daily life that we would use a list? So most often we use lists for things like address lists. Knowing that the addresses on your phone of the people of your contacts are mutable, meaning an address can change. If people change the address, you'd want to be able to change it on their phone. So that list is a mutable list. Tuples are similar to lists, but are immutable, meaning their elements cannot be modified once defined. Tuples are denoted by parentheses or simply by comma-separated values. They are often used to represent fixed connections of items or as a way to ensure data integrity. So let's ask some questions. Why use a tuple instead of a list? Program execution is faster when manipulating a tuple than it is for the equivalent list. Note, this is probably not going to be noticeable if the list of the tuple is small. But when you start using large lists, such as a million or a billion, it will be very noticeable. So it's better to use a tuple. Sometimes you don't want data to be modified. If the values in the collection are meant to remain constant for the life of the program, using a tuple instead of a list guards against accidental modification or deletion. There's another Python data type that you will encounter shortly called a dictionary, which requires as one of its components a value that is of an immutable type. A tuple can be used for this purpose, whereas a list can't be. And if you see on the screen, there's an example of a string, the third one down. So symbol equals H, HE, LI, BE, or B. Those are things that aren't going to change because H, as you probably guessed, is equal to hydrogen, He is equal to helium, Li is lithium, Be is beryllium, and B is boron from the periodic table. So that is a tuple, and you know it's a tuple because of the parentheses. But let's look at integer. So the integer, the variable is building floor, and the values are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which are integers. Float, here the atomic weight is a decimal 3 or 4 places after the decimal point. That's called a float. How I remember that is floating between two whole numbers or two integers. So it's a decimal, and we have multiple decimals for different atomic weights. String, as we discussed before, the variable is symbol, and then the values are H, He, Li, Be, and B, which stand for the different elements on the periodic table. Boolean, here the Boolean, the variable is called tuple1, and it's equal to true, false, false. Those values aren't going to change. The first position, true, which is the computer or Python thinks of that as the 0 position, is true. And then the first position is false. And then the second is false. So 0, the placeholder for 0 is true. The placeholder for 1 is false. The placeholder for 2 is false. Now the computer looks at that and it will, if you go down this list and you loop through it, it'll say true, false, false. So that can be useful in coding when you're doing logic. Now we're going to talk about sets. A set is an unordered collection of elements. Sets do not allow duplicate values and can be modified using various set operations, such as a union or an intersection and a difference. Sets are defined using curly braces or the set constructor. Sets are used to store multiple items in a single variable. Set is one of 4 built-in data types in Python used to store collections of data. The other 3 are list, tuple, and dictionary, all with different qualities and usage. A set is a collection which is unordered, unchangeable, and unindexed. Unordered means that the item in a set does not have a defined order. Set items can appear in different order every time you use and cannot be referred to by index or key. Unchangeable. Set items that are unchangeable, meaning that we cannot change the items after the set has been created. Once a set is created, you cannot change its items, but you can remove items and add new items. Duplicates not allowed. Sets cannot have 2 items with the same value. So if you look at the table, integer, strings, boolean, we can mix those in a set. So the set is opened by a curly bracket, and then this is a coding example. And if you look above at the table, it says example code of tuples, and then it says variable equals curly bracket value, 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 value. If you look below, what this means is combo is the variable, apple, banana, cherry, true, 1, and 2 are all values. And you notice those are string values. Apple, banana, cherry are strings. True is a boolean. 1 and 2 are integers. That's absolutely fine. You can mix and match data types within a tuple. Next one is float, atomic weight. We discussed that before. We have a curly bracket, another curly bracket. It's a set. And the set is basically the periodic weights. And says print atomic weight, it will print the atomic weights. Next we have string. So with fruit, and we have apple, banana, and cherry. It's a curly bracket. So it's a set, and we're going to print fruits, cherry, banana, apple, and the result would be fruits equals apple, banana, cherry, banana. You print fruits, it's going to print out cherry, banana, apple. As you notice from this example, the top where it says apple, banana, cherry, when you say print fruits, looks at the variable fruits, it's going to print everything on the list of fruit, but it doesn't necessarily print them in the same order. So apple, banana, cherry, it prints out cherry, banana, apple. And then the second example, fruits, is apple, banana, cherry, banana. Banana is twice. So when you say print fruits, it's going to only print one of each, cherry, banana, and apple, because that is what the set contains. So note below, you cannot have duplicates. The set will not error with printing, but does eliminate the duplicates. That's important to note. So if you wanted to print duplicates, you can't use a set. And then the last one is Boolean, which is a tuple 1 is equal to true, false, false. And that's the set. Thanks for watching today. If learning Python is your goal to get that coveted 100K job, then I highly recommend you subscribe to the channel right now, because I post videos just like this one, if not even better, every single week. Here on the channel, if you're not subscribed, YouTube will not show them to you. So just go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. It's completely free. You can always change your mind. Also below, check out cool hardware essential deals for serious Python programmers. Please note, as an Amazon associate, I may earn commissions from any qualifying affiliate purchases, which helps support the channel. If you want to try out our training website, which has 12 curated classes that will progressively build your Python programming skills, click the 12-week training challenge website link below the video. We are now offering a 60-day trial for those beginners serious about learning Python. The 60-day trial includes Class 1 slides, Class 1 videos, coding examples, and Class 1 multiple choice questions to test your knowledge after finishing Class 1. Keep in touch, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and I love you all.